Good morning. Namaskar. It indeed a great honor to be part of this inaugural session of second international webinar on technological innovations and environmental changes in modern libraries, organized by Dayanand Girls PG College, Kanpur. I extend my very uh, sincere thanks to the principal, Dr. Sadhna Singh, and the organizing secretary, Dr. Kshama Tripathi, for inviting me as a guest of honor in this event. It's indeed a great honor to speak with the eminent guest, a special guest, my friend, Miss Christine Mackenzie, President of International Federation of Library Associations, and also chief guest of the event, Professor B.T. Kumbar, a senior colleague and president of Indian Library Association, along with keynote speaker Dr. Ashish Srivastav, who's librarian in CJSMI University, Kanpur. It's a very timely discussion on this very important topic, as now libraries are changing, and this change is due to various reasons, technological revolution and other environmental changes. And now libraries are 80% technology driven. 20% is the manual work or something which is traditional librarianship. So the role of technology is very important. Then in that context, we need to understand the different aspects of the changes taking place. The biggest challenge and biggest support is the internet. Now we are talking about Internet of Things. Hence, we are talking about Industry 4.0, and so we are moving towards Education 4.0. So that's why we need Academic Libraries 4.0. So in my address, I will focus that how to develop Academic Libraries 4.0. Because in current pandemic, we have learned so many lessons. And when we talk about uh, all these challenges and issues, we really need to think of a library which focus on learning, enhancing the learning, blended learning, lifelong learning, online learning, virtual learning, digital learning. So learning is the key. So now I see the modern libraries as more of a learning resource center. And my first suggestion to libraries and librarians is to study the learning sciences and try to change or understand your role as a facilitator of learning, like maybe MOOCs or Moodles or all kind of e-learning, open educational resources, open access resources, and the large amount of the web, uh, particularly deep web. So keeping all these things in mind, librarians have to become a learning facilitator, and libraries need to be converted into a learning resource center where you need to create more learning spaces. Libraries are no more silent zone. So you have to think of creating various kind of group discussion room. You have to think of creating a recording room. You have to think of creating uh, learning spaces where training can be organized, orientations can be organized, and different other aspects of uh, tools and technologies to enhancing learning can be introduced. The second important aspect of modern libraries is the anywhere, anytime access. Now, there is no compulsion that users should come to the libraries. Instead of that, libraries should reach out them with available technology. So in this context, I want to recommend to all academic libraries to use remote access and discovery, web scale discovery solutions. And whatever digital resources in form of databases or books or e-books or e-journals, whatever you subscribe, all the resources should be extended beyond the boundary walls of your institution. So faculty and students and other users can access it anywhere, anytime from their homes while they are traveling, in their hostels, or any part of the campus. So that's another important thing which every library need to implement in modern context. The third important thing which I want to talk to you is changing the role of libraries in terms of providing academic and research support services. Libraries are domain experts. Libraries are domain experts in area of plagiarism, citation, referencing. So you are the best people to provide various kind of uh, training and awareness in how to detect plagiarism, how to avoid plagiarism, what are the various kind of reference management tools like Mendeley, EndNote for automated citation, and also in terms of various kind of referencing, because in our education system we never have any kind of uh, training in difference between references and bibliography. What are endnotes, what are the footnotes, and all kind of referencing. The students and faculty need to be trained. Besides that, you need to provide supports and plagiarism detection tools in form of softwares like Turnitin or Urkund, anything. Then you need to provide training in Mendeley or EndNote or Jotaro and all those kind of softwares. So this is something new and challenging era for you. And besides that, you need to develop research gateway, subject gateways, and you also need to help them in creating their citation profile, enhancing the visibility of the research by creating different institutional repository, promoting them to have a account on ResearchGate or ORCID. So this digital scholarship, now from scholarly communications to digital scholarly communication, has become the reality. So as a modern libraries or as a modern librarian, you really need to become a a, a support. Uh, you have to become a teaching librarian. You have to become a research librarian. So in that context, you can help them in these endeavors. The fourth thing which I want to talk to you is regarding open use of open access resources and open educational resources. A large amount of open access resources are available on internet. A large amount of open educational resources are available on the internet. Users are not very well trained and aware what are the authenticated, what are the most relevant, and what are the useful for their research. So as a knowledge navigator, you have to take up a role and you have to develop yourself uh, in various searching tools and technologies. You have to guide users how to search, what not to search. As the internet does not the Google does not index more than 10 to 15% web content. So you have to tell them that majority of the academic and research content, government data are available on deep web. And what are the various kind of deep web search engines, their area of interest. So you need to guide and educate them about the various kind of deep web search engines available in, in, in their area of interest. Now, learning from this pandemic, you have to think of providing services more virtually. So the virtual referencing, instant messaging has become key. So in this context, you have to think of developing various kind of uh, interactive technologies and tools. So in that context, you can help them in providing various kind of uh, referencing online, either on telephone or email or through instant messaging or through your uh, various kind of interactive website. In Education 4.0, one of the important tasks of libraries is to provide anywhere anytime access. flexible learning, and packaged information. Librarians have to act as a mentor, not just a service provider. They need to be mentor. We need to enhance the interdisciplinary communication, mutual learning, and in this direction, libraries need to do a lot of efforts. The library should not forget about the persons with disabilities. You have to develop or create various kind of facilities and services in your uh, institutions which help the print disabled period in form of various kind of accessible platform. Your website should be accessible. You should provide them various kind of tools like screen reading software, so the persons with visual impairment can use them. Similarly, libraries should be barrier free, so barrier free access should be provided, so persons with various disability, physical disability, can make use of libraries as they want. I'm a great supporter of round the clock library services. Whenever user wants, they can come and visit the libraries, particularly those residential universities and institutions. They should think of providing such facilities to the users uh, in terms of library, either extended hours in the night or round the clock 24 by 7 library service. We are in a technology age. Our users are very technology savvy. We need to develop partnership with them. We need to understand their needs. Librarian is the most important stakeholder in the libraries, and he or she has to understand his role and need to take the extra responsibilities. In this context, uh, participation in other university activities and like promotion of e-learning, creation of data repositories. Research data management is the another very important area. We need to work on that. We need to create data repository. We need to enhance the reuse and sharing of research data created in university. That might be useful to other institutions and other universities also. So in that context, it is important that research data management should be uh, put in practice, and data repository should be created. Digital data curation should be taken. We also need to understand the community role of libraries. We have very less public libraries in this country. So academic library should think of acting as a public library and should provide access to the public in near your area. As a community library, you should go to the slums and should develop some kind of connection with those people, and those who are school dropout or those who want to read should provide some kind of facility. So library should also think of acting as a public libraries in the region, and that way we can fulfill the deficiencies of public libraries in India. You have to be a good communicator. You have to be a very good team leader, and it is important that entire team of the library should well versed with the new technologies and innovations. When we talk about modern libraries, the layout and ambience is also important. So library should feel attracted. Library should feel invited. When you enter in the library, one should feel that you are in a very important part of your education system. Rather, Dr. Radhakrishnan uh, said that libraries are heart of academic institution. In true sense, it is. So you have to really make it neat and clean. You have to have good ambience, good comfortable furniture, and also good lighting system. So users feel invited. See, library users are dying to make use of good libraries. I don't agree on this statement that people don't want to come to the library. They want to come to the library, but unfortunately, they are not getting the libraries of their choices. They should, if they want to use their personal books, you should provide space for personal reading. It is not compulsion that they should read only library books. So I think these are my scattered thoughts. I'm sure this webinar will discuss various issues concerning uh, use of modern technologies, and uh, all the papers and the speaker's presentation will give us new ideas. The last thing which I want to conclude by saying that we also need to look into the UN sustainable goal, particularly uh, when the target 16.4 talks about equitable access. So that equitable access can be possible when we also think of having our role as a community library, as a public library, and also for the person with disability and other disabilities. Uh, I'm sure uh, this webinar will give some valuable recommendations. And with these words, once again I express my sincere thanks to the organizers, uh, particularly to Dr. Shama Tripathi for the hard work and the continuous uh, uh, the way she was pursuing me to be part of this webinar. She was very keen that I should be speaking in this webinar. Uh, I wish this webinar a grand success, and look forward to meeting all of you sometime in person at the college. And once again thanks principal and other member of the governing board for organizing this webinar and also inviting me. With these words, I conclude here and thank you very much. Namaskar.